アサンジはまた、17件のスパイ行為で起訴されているが、アサンジが行ったことをスパイ行為と解釈できる合理的な人物はいない。イスラエルのスパイ、ジョナサン・ポラードと違って、アサンジは、我々が知る限り、外国勢力の代理人として行動しなかった。彼は入手した文書を売ったり、売ろうとしたりはしませんでした。彼は単にウィキリークスを通じてそれらを一般に公開しました。そうすることは違法ではありません。また、そうであってはなりません。政治家も一般人も、報道機関は政府にではなく市民に奉仕していることを覚えておくべきだ。最高裁がペンタゴン・ペーパーズの判決で説明したように、報道機関は、創設者によって保護され、政府の秘密を暴露し、国民に知らせることができた。自由で制限のない報道機関だけが、政府内の欺瞞を効果的に暴露することができる。そして、報道の自由の責任の中で最も重要なのは、政府のいかなる部分も、人々を騙し、外国の銃弾や砲弾で死ぬために遠くの地に送り出すのを防ぐ義務です。
WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange has left the world divided. For many, he's a man fighting for the truth. For his critics, Assange is a criminal who endangered lives. Since 2012, Assange has been on a run, trying to escape an extradition to the United States. And as of now, he is one step closer to it. The British Interior Minister Priti Patel approved the extradition of Assange. This brings his long-running legal saga closer to an end. He can now appeal to the London High Court. The court must approve his appeal for a challenge to proceed. Even if the High Court refuses to uphold it, Assange can take his challenge to the UK Supreme Court. But if his appeal is rejected, he will then be extradited to the US within 28 days. Assange founded WikiLeaks in 2006. He created an internet-based dead letter drop website, which means leakers could drop any classified or sensitive information on this platform. In April 2010, a leaked video from a US helicopter emerged on WikiLeaks. The video showed an airstrike by the US military, one that killed civilians in Baghdad. Again, after nearly 3 months, about 90,000 documents carrying US military reports on the Afghanistan war were released. The same year in October, 400,000 classified military files on the Iraq war became public, and this was followed by the release of thousands of diplomatic cables. This included candid views on foreign leaders and blunt assessments of security threats. In 2012, a ruling said that Assange could be extradited to Sweden, so Assange took refuge in Ecuador's embassy in London. The left-wing president, Rafael Correa, granted him asylum in August, but things changed in 2019. Ecuador revoked his citizenship in April. The very next day, he was then dragged out of the embassy in London. In January last year, a London court blocked his extradition, but in April, the court ruled that he can be extradited. And now, Interior Minister Priti Patel has also approved his extradition request. Currently, the WikiLeaks founder is still behind bars. Earlier, the US State Department charged Assange with violating the US Espionage Act, and this for publishing military and diplomatic files in 2010. He faces up to 18 charges, 17 of which fall under his act. If convicted, he faces jail terms of up to 175 years. Beyond World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.
Made public were classified intelligence and action reports filed by U.S. forces in Afghanistan from 2004 to 2009. Troops worried about local support, worried about civilian deaths. 90,000 reports like these 4 released online by WikiLeaks.org.
It's war. It's one damn thing after another.
WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange claims U.S. involvement is illegal.
There does appear to be evidence of war crimes in this material.
The leaks detail how Pakistani intelligence, the ISI, allegedly helped the Taliban, and how the anti-American jihad was allegedly still being advised recently by former ISI commander General Hamid Gul. Pakistan playing both sides. U.S. forces doubting they can win. Separately, a claim today that a NATO rocket killed 52 Afghan civilians, all threatening support for President Obama's plan to escalate the war.
3 years, they charged me with nothing. I am innocent.
Mohamedou and Mohamedou's story has a lot to teach us about humility, about humanity, but also about forgiveness and about the human spirit.
The casting is beyond my wildest dreams.
Just imagine that we were very beautiful then.
It's really incredible for me how close to heart played Mohamedou.
I'd like you to consider releasing your letters.
To a newspaper?
Maybe a book.
My captors cannot forgive me for something that I have never done.
To realize the human spirit is a pretty extraordinarily robust entity.
In Arabic, the word for free and the word for forgiveness is the same word.